It is very vague though what MD round robin means. You can see the full curling schedule though. But it is vague though. It is vague though. Do they? Is it men's? Oh, it is mixed doubles. Okay, yeah. It is mixed doubles. It's not men's doubles. It's mixed doubles. Which I thought it was mixed doubles, and it is mixed doubles. Right, then we have, and then the men's team combined downhill. We'll start live at 4:30 Eastern. And then women's downhill will be on USA Network at 5:45 Eastern. Japan, Italy, Group B hockey at 16 Eastern. 6:30 Eastern is the women's free ski slopestyle final. Then the women's free ski slopestyle final at 6:30 Eastern on US on NBC or USA and Peacock stream. And the men's team combined swim at 8 Eastern. Then 9 Eastern. And then there's the Gold Zone as well on Peacock. 9 Eastern, USA Italy mixed doubles round robin. That is not live. That's some tape delayed. Then I don't know. They might need tape delay to fill in some of what they can't show. Then Germany, France, women's group B at 10 Eastern. NBC. Then 11 a.m. Eastern. Women's singles luge run 1. And the women's 1,000 meter speed skiing final, or at 11:30 Eastern. And then Germany, France is going to show women's group B hockey. Germany, France women's group B hockey at noon Eastern. And women's 1,000 meters speed skiing final on tape delay at noon Eastern. Mixed doubles curling semifinal at 12:05 Eastern. Both of them. And then the men's team combined downhill and slalom at 12 Eastern. Women's singles luge run 2 at 1 Eastern. The ski jumping men's hill and swimming at 1 Eastern. Then the rhythm dance will be at 1:20 Eastern for figure skating. And then women's snowboard big air final at 1:30 Eastern. The women's snowboard big air final. Did that air earlier today? I thought it did. No, it did not. Okay. And then is that's one, and then 2:40 Eastern is gonna be Switzerland, USA women's group A hockey, and then 3:10 Eastern is gonna be Canada, Czechia women's group A hockey, and the mixed doubles curling semifinal on CNBC at 5 Eastern on tape delay. Canada, Czechia hockey. They're gonna join Canada, Czechia hockey. Canada versus Czechia hockey. That's going to be joined in progress on USA Network. We're going to join the last period in progress on USA Network at 5 Eastern or whenever. So it's when USA women's hockey is done. Whichever is first, whichever is later, whichever, basically whenever Switzerland USA is done. They're joining Canada, Czechia in progress. And then it is men's normal hill at 5:30 Eastern. And you see mixed double side hill at 6 Eastern. And they're having some other tape delayed. The stuff that earlier is stuff they didn't show on TV live. You're seeing that it's the TV premiere. Then it's the at 3:15 Eastern is the men's and women's sprint classic qualifying skiing, cross country skiing. Then the women's team combined downhill at 4:03 Eastern on 10th. Then is the short track mixed team relay finals and more in short track speed skiing. Then men's moguls qualifying round 1 is at 5:50 Eastern. And then it's going to join on USA Network in progress at 5:45 Eastern. And the Sprint Classic finals for cross country skiing at 5:45 Eastern. And they're going to join that in progress at 6:10 Eastern. And then Japan versus swing women's group B at 6:10 Eastern. Then the men's free ski slopestyle final at 6:00 Eastern. Then the men's 20-kilometer individual at 7:30 Eastern. And then 8 Eastern, the women's team combined slalom on USA Network. The mixed curling mixed doubles bronze final 8:05 Eastern. The women's Magos freestyle skiing women's Magos qualifying round 1 at 8:15 Eastern. And then it is. And then yeah. And then 9 Eastern is the mixed doubles bronze final. It's going to be joined in progress on USA Network at 9 Eastern. 10 Eastern is going to be the men's women's sprint classic finals. And then joined in progress. And then joined in progress, women's Magos qualifying round 1 at 10:03 Eastern. The Italy Germany Group B hockey at 10:04 Eastern. 11 Eastern is going to be women's singles luge run 3 and 4 for the medal. This is the medals. The medals are running. Then you have next team rated finals and more. At 11:30 Eastern, speaking TV premiere. Then mixed up was gold final at noon Eastern. And the free ski slopestyle final. Either join in progress or tape delayed, probably tape delayed at noon Eastern. The mixed curling doubles gold final at 12:05 Eastern, and finally noon Eastern. And the figure skating preview. And then they're going to have the mixed doubles gold final for 15 minutes in USA. And the figures, and then we have a figure skating preview and men's short free figure skating at 12:30 Eastern. And the women's singles luge run 4 on NBC at 12:05 Eastern. Mixed team number hill at 12:05 Eastern. And the men's women's sprint classic finals at 1 Eastern from 15 Eastern NBC. And short, they're going to continue the men's short on NBC at 1:45 Eastern, or join USA Discovery Channel. Then it's going to switch on over NBC. Then Canada, USA Women's Group A at 2:10 Eastern. 3:10 Eastern is going to be Fifth and Simpson. And then Sway Climber Individual in USA at 4:30 Eastern. And then that is it for the day. And then we have the mixed doubles bronze and gold finals. Condensed down to like an hour. Like 2 hours for the gold final, an hour for the bronze. Then the 11th. It is that's 2 Eastern, or is at 3 Eastern. It's going to be the men's normal ski jump and join in progress in USA Network at 4 Eastern, because they're showing the men's short program. Then at 4:30 Eastern, the women's super halfpipe qualifying. They're joining that in progress in USA Network at 4:45 Eastern. 5 Eastern is the women's Magos qualifying round 2. The men's Super G at 5:30 Eastern. And then they're going to have alpine skiing men's Super G on at 5:30 Eastern. And then they're going to have, and then the women's super halfpipe qualifying. We're going to join that in progress again on USA Network at 6:45 Eastern. And the women's Magos qualifying round 1. Rejoin that in progress. They're going to have the round 1 re-air at 7:30 Eastern. And the men's normal hill 10-kilometer race at 7:45 Eastern. See, look at, or maybe they meant round 2, I'm not for sure. And then it looks like men qualifying round, maybe a replayer. Men's hill 10-kilometer race at 7:45 Eastern in North Carolina. And the biathlon, women's 15-kilometer individual, 8:50 Eastern. Women's Magos final on USA Network at 8:50 Eastern. And then the women's 15K individual, they're joining that in progress on USA Network at 9:50 Eastern. Men's hill 10-kilometer race, we're going to have the tape delay on USA Network at 10 Eastern. Slovakia, Finland, men's group B, tape delayed. Some of that they have tape delayed where they might be at 2 hours, it might be say an hour. Okay, say an hour live. But then with commercials and stuff, they they speed up a little bit. So you might see, hey, the first 5 minutes, and then it goes to 15 minutes in. You might have a few minutes, 2 minutes of say 2 minutes of commercials. And then you go into 15 minutes, so kind of. So you're not missing the ending of it. It's just kind of the beginning parts of it. You might be skipping a little bit. You're seeing who's in it, the beginning a little bit, but then you're missing out a little bit of the beginning to the middle. You know what I mean? So Neutral was fine.